Today's guide, Izanami, the Japanese matron of the dead. I'll be going over her mechanics, her unique basic attacks, and what she brings to the team. I'll also cover her abilities and provide tips you'll be able to apply in your next match. Item builds and conquest specific strategies will be avoided as these tend to change quite frequently. Feel free to skip to any part of this video that fits your needs. Roll the intro.
Izanami.
Izanami is part of the Hunter class. She deals physical damage using ranged basic attacks and is typically seen in the carry role. Thanks to her unique basic attacks that pass through all enemies not only once, but twice, she is considered to possess one of the best level 1 minion wave clear in the entire game, enabling her to provide early game pressure for her team and potentially snowball into an unstoppable shredding machine. Passive. Death draws nigh. Izanami gains increased physical penetration for each 10% of her missing health. Izanami's unique basic attacks only trigger item effects on the first target hit per basic attack. Ability number 1, Sickle Storm. For the next 6 seconds upon activation, Izanami gains increased attack speed and her basic attacks no longer return to her. Instead, applies bonus damage for every basic attack. This bonus damage applies to all targets, including structures. This ability can be cancelled at any time. Ability number 2, Spectral Projection. Izanami sends forth a demonic visage of herself to strike down her enemies, damaging and slowing all enemies in a line. If an enemy god is killed while slowed by this ability, future uses of the slow will be increased for a maximum of 30%. Ability number 3, Fade Away. Izanami descends into the underworld, becoming stealth, and leaps away from her current position. Taking damage, firing an ability, or basic attack will break the stealth. Ability number 4, the ultimate, Dark Portal. Izanami summons a dark portal which damages and silences all enemies in the area. The following is based on years of personal experience. Every player has their own style and preferences, and that's alright. These tips are here to provide help to those who seek it. If you disagree with any of them, feel free to let me know. I try to keep an open mind and always willing to learn to get better at a game that I love. Level up order. Izanami's first ability, Sickle Storm, provides good bonus attack speed and damage, enabling her to shred whoever and whatever is in front of her, usually most effective when targeting a single opponent or objective. Her second ability, Spectral Projection, is her highest non-ultimate damage ability, providing increased damage and lowering its cooldown. Her third ability, Fade Away, increases its stealth duration while also lowering its cooldown when points are added. Whenever possible, put points into the ultimate. That said, here's my recommended level up order. Tip number 1. Izanami's first ability, Sickle Storm, enables her to lash out large amounts of damage to a single target for a short period. It is a great tool for shredding objectives, towers, and even burning health bars extremely fast. This ability can be cancelled at any moment, in case an opponent or a random minion decides to stand between you and your target. Tip number 2. Izanami's second ability, Spectral Projection, allows her to deal damage and slow opponents enough to either land her ultimate ability or land basic attacks more easily. Using it often can help in stacking the slow, which is done by dealing the killing blow to an opponent who has its effects applied. Tip number 3. Izanami's ultimate ability, Dark Portal, is a rather small circle, but it deals good damage and silences any enemies caught in the area. Although it is a great finishing tool, it can also be very effective to use mid-combat. This can prevent or disable your opponents from using escape abilities or damaging abilities from landing onto you. Tip number 4. Item synergy can sometimes make a character feel just right. Items that provide buffs when low on health can be practical. Aussie is a great example. It provides users with increased lifesteal when their health gets too low. This can work well with Izanami's passive, which provides penetration the lower her health is, enabling her to heal herself faster when low on health. Tip number 5. Izanami's third ability, Fade Away, is a great escaping tool. Although she may be invisible, many players tend to assume correctly on where she might go. Running in a straight line towards safety is a common strategy. The big advantage to being stealth is being able to go wherever you desire. Making sharp turns, taking a detour behind walls, or even taking a step back can help in disorienting your opponent, enabling you to have a chance in escaping safely or re-engage. I hope this video proves useful and that you'll be able to apply what you learned in your next match. If you enjoyed the content or there's a guide you'd like to see next, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and see you all on the battleground.